Matt Walsh upset that Fox News is not doing enough workplace discrimination as they are being sued for workplace discrimination is so funny. I love it. Love to see it. I want to see more of it. I am totally a fan of this. But here it is, folks. Fox News going woke. Breaking news, folks. Matt Walsh is canceling Fox. Let's start there. We've obtained internal docs from Fox News employees. Fox Corp is celebrating Pride by encouraging employees to read about glory holes, supporting a group that gives sterilizing hormones to homeless youth, and deployed woke AI to monitor anyone explicit content. Matt Walsh looks to all of these like internal audits from Fox and like all of the chaos that is unfolded inside of the ranks of Fox News about like how problematic, awful, toxic the work environment is and whatever. And he looks at that and he goes, not enough. Once again, the only reason why the likes of Matt Walsh do this kind of thing is because they oftentimes have an alternate product that they are shilling to you. Now, of course, if you're Matt Walsh, you say Fox News has gone woke because you're a competitor. So let's take a look. The documents we're about to show you were produced by Fox Corp, which is the parent company of Fox News. These materials are presented to Fox News employees when they log on to their employee portal. Let's start at the top. Under the heading, Support One Another, Fox encourages employees to donate to the Trevor Project, Ali Forney Center, and the LA LGBT Center. Anyway, please join us this month in celebration by downloading Pride Slack avatars and Zoom backgrounds to use and share. Very stupid. Getting triggered about this is also stupid. Okay? None of this stuff is anything. Like, it's so meaningless. Okay? This is all meaningless bullshit. The idea that this is somehow significant or indicative of a company's genuine perspective, especially when the company itself is Fox fucking News, is hilarious to me. I don't know how you're going to actually try to get people to be like, yeah, Fox News has gone woke, folks. They are a corporation. When will you recognize that corporations hire gay people? They hire trans people. And they are going to do these like bottom of the barrel diversity initiatives and celebration initiatives on Pride Month to be like, hey, don't be mean to your gay coworkers. The company could literally be churning out, like Fox News, the most homophobic, transphobic propaganda to the broadest audience possible. And yet, there's still gay people that work there. That's how this works. You fucking boomer. The irony basically here is, and I've told you this before, if you watch Fox News regularly, as I do, and if you read foxnews.com, they have a style guide. I've told you this before, and that style guide implies you can't misgender trans people in the style guide. On the editorial side, I'm sure they sometimes misgender, but ultimately, they are abiding by those restrictions because they're a media company, okay? They're a serious media company to a certain degree. This is how all major corporations work because they rely on advertisement dollars. The Trevor Project, which Fox says is devoted to helping LGBTQ young people, hosts a sexually explicit chat room that connects children as young as 13-year-olds with LGBT adults. That is such an insane way to talk about this situation. Like, again, a conservative looking at a normal thing, which is a social worker communicating with like a trans or gay child that their fucking dipshit parents have abandoned or abused, okay? And and trying to claim that like a social worker having a conversation with an abuse victim, a childhood abuse victim, okay, is actually somehow this creepy, nefarious thing. No, dog. It's literally the fucking... It's the parents that are at fault here. They are the weird, creepy, gross ones, okay? But of course, if you rob the nuance and context of anything, as conservatives are very fond of doing, okay, you can describe anything like this. The Ali Forney Center, which Fox praised for rescuing homeless LGBT youth, appears to admit on Twitter and his website that it injects these homeless young people with cross-sex hormones, which are known to cause sterilization. Bro, for the record, we know Matt Walsh wants to kill trans people, and he definitely does not give a shit about homeless people. So what's it to you? Okay, shut the fuck up. Again, describing the situation like it's not voluntary. Offering LGBT homeless people HRT is not a fucking bad thing. You are describing a group that works exclusively with some of the most marginalized individuals, and you're basically, here, I'll swap it. Let's not talk about it like it's homeless people. Let's talk about it like it's diabetics, okay? The Hasan Piker Diabetic Homelessness Fund is taking homeless people off the streets and injecting them with insulin. Guys, this is fucking terrifying. You need to understand. It's really fucked up. Let's scroll down a bit more on the Fox employee portal. Employees are also encouraged to expand their perspective by reading books by trans activists, including a memoir titled Fairest, about a precocious boy who would grow up to become a woman. Unacceptable. Reading books, Fox News promoting that you should read books that show a different perspective of the world. How could I actually force you into my method of indoctrination if you read a book about a different perspective? Are you fucking kidding me? No books. We burn books. We should burn that book. We should burn these. We should burn all trans books, as a matter of fact. I mean, who else has done that throughout history? I can't really think of another political movement that really popped off with the whole book burning thing, specifically trans books. The book contains information that's obviously important for Fox employees as they go about their duties at work. For example, an early scene explains what a glory hole is. Matt Walsh frustrated that a book that depicts glory holes, which are not like gay, for the record. It's not exclusive to gay people, okay? I mean, after all, what would the entire trucker industry do if not for lot lizards and glory holes? The glory holes power the entire nation's logistics. And you're over here talking about it like it's some gay shit, okay? How would you get your dumbass fucking eggs if it weren't for the truckers that ship them all around the fucking continent, making pit stops at truck stops where they get their shit sucked off by a lot lizard? Shut the fuck up, Matt Walsh. Anyway, the Fox-endorsed book also details the author's graphic description of having a cock in his mouth. Oh, God, a book for adults. You mean to tell me that this book that is being promoted to adults at Fox News has a graphic depiction? Like, I'm an ally, right? I'm not. I hate that term. Sorry. I'm a foe. But, like, I fake it for clout because everybody loves trans people, obviously. And I don't even know about this fucking book. I don't know about this book. Matt Walsh knows about the book and read all the parts that have like all of the fucking, sex stuff in it. So he could be like, oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I'm so upset. There's dick sucking going on. Another book that Fox leadership encourages its employees to read, Red, White, and Royal Blue, is about a fictional gay relationship between the Prince of Wales and the president's son. It contains the dialogue calling America a genocidal empire. Ew, you're such a bitch. You're such a bitch. You're mad at fiction. You're not a 14-year-old queer teenager on Twitter in a stand-up, okay? What are you doing? This is literally creepy-ass, gross-ass, sweaty, smelly fucking adults doing the exact same nonsensical bullshit that I rip into when members of the ostensibly left, radlibs, and femcells and all these other fucking liberals on Twitter, they get mad at like fiction. They get mad at works of art. They're like, whoa, this has a message that I don't agree with. This is like one step removed from just weaponizing the term problematic. Explain to me how this is not the same bullshit that supposedly SJWs do Everyone is a fucking woke skull, dude. They looked at like some of the worst aspects of like the online liberal and leftist sphere and we're like, let's do that ourselves. Let's be just as fucking annoying. The book, which Fox suggests will expand your perspective, also quickly devolves into gay erotica. Fox leadership doesn't just pick out books for his adult employees. They also suggested a pride rainbow-filled book with a character who comes out as a unicorn, presumably symbolizing coming out as gay or transgender. That's so funny. He couldn't find anything fucked up in this book, so he had to literally just say it as is, and he's just still mad at this. A couple years ago, if you remember, I made a joke when the Daily Wire wanted to start their own children's book initiative. And I said, what are they going to do? Are they going to say like La Fontaine is woke now? Are they going to just make normal lessons that we all learn as children, like sharing is caring, is bad? And they've basically gotten to that point. They've gotten to that point where they're like, oh, this book says sharing is caring, and that's fucking socialist propaganda. Fox further recommends that employees listen to podcasts like Query and watch various TED Talks about LGBT life. In one of those talks, a woman explains that undergoing a medically unnecessary double mastectomy is a sign of strength. Elsewhere on the Fox employee portal, workers are encouraged to attend a Ben & Jerry's powered Pride event at the New York headquarters of Fox News. Like, they're giving them gay ice cream. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You're such a bitch. You're such a pussy. You're such a fucking bitch. You are the biggest loser on the fucking planet. And every single person should make fun of you. And I'm sorry, if you get fucking mad at this kind of shit, you are a fucking loser, okay? You have no job. Matt Walsh's job is to basically screech about this shit. You are the lamest fucking loser of all time. Not all Fox employees are happy with this propaganda. That might be why last year Fox experimented with a solution to monitor employees' commitments to DEI. It's an AI platform called Escalera, which tracks employees' commitment to the cult of DEI. Escalera creates AI-based inclusion index to measure a better workplace. Escalera today unveiled the Inclusion Index, a new system for organizing companies that encourages and quantifies inclusive culture. Using organizational analytics, the Inclusion Index is aimed at real-time measurement of companies' diversity and inclusion efforts. It also offers solutions and actionable steps to improve a company's inclusiveness. With unrest from police killings of unarmed black men and the Black Lives Matter movement, companies are saying they want to meaningfully improve their diversity and inclusion. That's pretty cool. No, it's not, dude. No, this shit sucks in like 700 different ways. And no, it's not like I suspect that this is greatly exaggerated, and it probably is just like, it probably just basically says like do diversity initiatives and hire. But I am not in favor of any kind of like AI initiative that like tracks or monitors workers' behavior. Obviously, this probably doesn't do that, but ultimately they probably show you a fucking PowerPoint, okay, about like not being mean to black people. Fox leadership told employees to sign up for Escalera so that the AI could help them engage in activities that will deepen their understanding of identity and explore more nuanced D&I concepts. Yeah, this is it. Every corporation I've worked for has a DEI initiative that speaks about diversity and race and bias, yet nothing substantial is done, and most people in positions of power are just old white guys. Exactly. It's also yet another circumstance where, like, these guys who are hyper-capitalists, who love when your workplace is, like, controlling every aspect of your fucking life and basically make a living reinforcing that perspective as the norm, will turn around and be like, but they're making you do gay shit now. It's like, they're not making you do gay shit. You're out of your fucking mind. Escalera tracks the diversity and inclusion stats for employees. The platform captures and analyzes data from both mobile and desktop HR platforms like Workday, Bamboo HR, as well as payroll systems, email, calendar, other communication tools, so that people officers have a real-time view of the atmosphere among employees across the company. They can teach them. They can then leverage those insights to engage them with career growth opportunities or community programs. Oh, it's not even that. It's just like tracking marginalized like workers from marginalized backgrounds and like offering them more diversity initiatives. That's it, right? Just a fucking dashboard. My trucking company wants to put AI driver-facing cameras and it sucks. Yeah, artificial intelligence using to surveil workers is fucking dog shit. And I'm fairly certain that these guys do not have a problem with that. They're just mad that this is like tracking gay behavior. You know what I mean? And going, not enough gay stuff, please do more gay shit. All of the woke indoctrination Fox pushes on its employees seems to have succeeded. Some Fox News employees are openly hostile to their audience. Here's the Instagram page of one employee with pronouns in the bio who's highly influential over Fox News' actual content. What? The employee frequently posts about his work at Fox News like this Biden victory image he has. So happy we got to use. Fox News projects... This guy literally wants to fire people that work at Fox News for not being... For not being like enough of a shithead to his liking. That's crazy, okay? The irony is, and I'm willing to bet, Daily Wire has guys that also have similar perspectives, okay? That's just how the world works, man. And clearly, this person's individual politics has not dramatically changed Fox News' coverage. Okay? It hasn't. You can't make the argument that Fox News has gone woke, I think, right? I don't think you can say that. Don't worry. They're like getting sued every week because of hostile work environment and like sexual assault allegations happening behind the scenes. They recently got successfully sued for defamation by Dominion. So, you know, there's an active lawsuit currently that was Tucker Carlson's booker saying that they created an unsustainable and hostile work environment for women. They said a bunch of anti-Semitic shit. What? Kaya Piker, Fox News janitor resume, not gay, hate gay. Matt Walsh demanding that like a higher up news programming guy at Fox News needs to be fired because they have like, a different political perspective is pretty funny to me. The Fox News employee also regularly lashes out at Fox News audience. In a recent post, for example, he attacked conservatives' concerns over drag queens targeting children, writing, "When are you hicks going to be honest about what the real problem is?" I mean, this guy seems fucking based. The Fox News employee also came out in support of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. So it's like a LA Fox News person who very clearly works for Fox News for the bag, but doesn't agree with any of the shit that Fox News is putting out. But that hasn't interrupted their perspective, has it? And Catholics wonder why we have an order of nuns to push back on this ridiculous garbage. Hide your pride, queens. Do the executives and owners just not know what's happening in their company? Are they trying to comply with some onerous New York state law? Do they not care? Do they actually support this nonsense? Fox News' audience deserves to know. Or maybe Fox leadership isn't connected with how the audience feels because they're not really beholden to those viewers at all. Like YouTube, some of Fox's largest shareholders are enormous institutional investors, particularly BlackRock and the Vanguard Group. That's awesome. He did a 25-tweet Twitter thread to cancel Fox News for going woke. This is, folks, just an ad for the Daily Wire, which is also funded by similar mechanisms. It's not like the Daily Wire is somehow this independent outlet. They literally started with an oil baron. I love watching these fucking idiots engage in like sectarian infighting somehow that is also backed by their personal material gains. That's what they're doing. This is literally every Substacker, Twitter Andy with a hammer and sickle in their fucking account being like, Hasan is not leftist enough. He has executed 0 American military members. You know what I mean? It is no different. It's no different than motherfuckers doing house discourse and then, promoting their own Substack immediately after. These massive funds consolidate the wealth of millions of Americans and they use their combined voting power to pursue a radical agenda most of these Americans would oppose. They're Fox's real customers, and they're getting exactly what they wanted. I love that. I fucking love that. Matt Walsh upset that Fox News is not doing enough workplace discrimination as they are being sued for workplace discrimination is so funny. I love it. Love to see it. I want to see more of it. I am totally a fan of this. But here it is, folks. Fox News going woke.